There's nothing like this feeling. The feeling of getting into your car and just driving. Especially this time of year. On this morning, it was a little bit rainy and foggy, and fall is a feeling. It's the feeling of waking up to the cold and pouring a hot coffee into a thermos and driving up into the mountains. And honestly, that's one of my favorite feelings in the world. So I've been pretty sick this past week, and this morning I woke up and it was just like the first day that I started to feel a little bit better. And honestly, you guys, there is nothing better than the feeling of not being sick anymore. Like that first day, you feel just like alive. You know what I mean? Ugh. And I just bought this beautiful loaf of bread. Yum! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Wow, look at this like perfect avocado. I was so excited this morning when I like woke up and felt good. I just like got in the car and drove up into the mountains a couple hours, and I'm about to go climb this mountain. Yum! That is absolutely delicious. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to climb the mountain and then sit on top of the mountain. That's it. Oh, I just can't stop eating. I've just got like a hunger inside me. You know what I mean? Oh, big bite. One thing I love about hiking in the fall is the fact that there is no bugs. Oh my gosh, this summer there was so many mosquitoes every time I went up into the mountains. And now there's nothing. And it's like, oh, it just is like such a respite, you know? It is a little colder, but it's okay. You can just bundle up, you know what I mean? Getting sick is so interesting because it really reminds us how precious our life is. I always think of this quote that says something like, we believe we have 100 problems, but then we get sick and suddenly we only have one. And this week I really felt how true those words are. For the past month, I've been stressing over so many little things in my life, and when I got sick, suddenly all those problems just faded into the background. They felt very insignificant all of a sudden. I think this week just really gave me some perspective. It was a reminder of how fragile life is and how grateful I am that I get to witness another autumn here in these mountains. I get to watch as the leaves change color and the earth prepares for its long, restful sleep. The seasons are changing here in these mountains, and fall in general is just such a beautiful time of letting go. As the trees outside let go of their leaves, we too can let go of things in our life that no longer serve us, you know? We can reflect on the ways in which we are holding on to things that aren't in alignment with who we want to be in this world. And something that can be really helpful in navigating this time of transition is talking to a therapist, which is why I am very excited to partner with BetterHelp as a sponsor of today's video. BetterHelp's on a mission to make starting therapy easier. Just fill out a questionnaire and you'll get matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. You can easily switch therapists at no additional cost if it's not the right fit, and With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. Just go to betterhelp.com/Isabel. You can use the code Isabel to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's like nothing better than the taste of fresh mountain water. Like, oh my goodness. So I've just been sitting here watching the sunset, and I look down below me, and there is literally, you guys, I am sitting in a field of wild blueberries. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. And they taste incredible. Whoa. I can't even believe it. Like, what is this? What is this world? You know, like, what is going on? There's just so many blessings. I've just been sitting here thinking about how grateful I am for just being able to breathe the fresh mountain air and drink from the river and eat these beautiful wild blueberries. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling really grateful right now. Safe with me. Good morning, you guys. So I have just made a tea, and I thought that I would read a little bit from my journal. I actually think this could be a fun like segment on this channel, is just like reading from my journal. I find that the words I write in my journal are probably like the most raw and vulnerable thoughts that I have, and vulnerability is just so powerful because it penetrates through the mask that we all have, or the mask that we show to the world, and it touches something deep inside of us, and that is our shared humanity. And I feel like there is not enough vulnerability in this world, you know? So let's get to reading. This is from October 1st, so I wrote this a couple of days ago. It's 4:30 in the morning, and once again, I am unable to sleep. For months now, I've been waking up at 4, wide awake. This morning when I woke up, I walked down to the river, and the stars were the brightest I think I've ever seen. It looked like they were falling out of the sky. This week I turned the heater on for the first time, and that felt significant. Like the act of taking the heater out of storage and turning it on marked the beginning of something. I wonder what it will be like living alone here this winter. How the long, dark, snowy nights will feel in these mountains all alone. Part of me is excited. I'm excited for the peace, for the quiet, for the early mornings, drinking coffee outside, listening to the snow fall silently on the forest floor. But there's also a part of me that is utterly terrified of the loneliness that will settle in. And the truth that is difficult to admit to myself and even harder to write onto paper is that I'm deeply afraid of being alone. Maybe that's why I stayed in a relationship for so long that wasn't right, because deep down I have this fear of being alone. I also feel like there's been so much unknown about my life lately. Being in my late 20s, I thought that I would have more things figured out by now. I feel like I'm failing at so many different things in my life. At YouTube, at relationships. Kitty, I'm trying to read my most vulnerable, saddest thoughts. For so long, I felt like my life was going in a very specific direction, you know, and then everything fell apart. And now so much of my life is just living in this place of unknown, of surrendering to the unknown, I guess. And I think that's actually really beautiful. I think that residing in this place of surrender is residing in a place of love inside of ourselves and feeling like we want to control life to go a specific way and accomplish certain things and be a certain type of person. And that's kind of rooted in ego, really. And surrendering to life, realizing that there is a greater plan for all of us and that we just have to let go and let life guide us is terrifying, but so beautiful. And that's been kind of the things that I've been thinking about lately in my life. You're so cute. You are just the cutest little thing. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all are having a really beautiful start to your fall season. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next week, okay? Bye-bye. Anyways, you guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. And I just wanted to say that I am hosting a retreat over the New Year's, and I just wanted to share that with you all. If you're interested in joining, you can apply in the link in the description. And yeah, I'd love to meet you and see you there. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.